Parties are not for me. I need to be at home with a cock in my mouth. Like, I cannot do this. This is too much. I'm not with the ratchets. I'm not with the hood shit. I'm a princess. Like,
Ladies and gentlemen, grab your popcorn, because today we are diving headfirst into the glamorous and sometimes absolutely bonkers world of modern dating, a world filled with coffee date drama, luxury handbag ultimatums, and women who proudly declare, "I'm a princess." This video isn't just a recap, it's a breakdown of why so many women today are sabotaging their own chances at love, all while sipping overpriced lattes and rejecting dates like they're on a Netflix casting call. So buckle up, friend, because it's about to get juicy. Popcorn.
I just went on a date with a man who flew from a different state to go on a date with me. He literally flew from a different state to travel to LA for one day to go on a date with me. He's tall, he's rich, he's handsome. He's a catch of a guy on paper. And somehow the topic of handbags came up. Like, he commented on my handbag. Like, that's really nice. And then he told me about his ex-wife's handbags. He's like, yeah, I bought her all these handbags. She's got like $400,000 worth of handbags. I don't know if he said 400,000, but it was a lot of money. This guy's got money. And that's neither here nor there. But I was like, yeah, ha ha ha. And he was like, yeah, maybe I will buy you a bag when we're married. And I said, wait, you would only buy me a handbag if we were married? And he was like, yeah, I just feel like doing it anytime before is just giving desperate. First of all, sir, you spent like $30,000 on a private flight for just yourself to come here for a day to go on a date with me. And you think that buying a $4,000 handbag is like coming off as desperate? Secondly, you flew from a different state to go on a date with me. Is that not giving desperate? He's like, I'm a good looking guy. I don't have to do all that. I'm like, okay, then why did you fly to a different state to go on a date with me? If you don't need to do all that, then why did you have to do all that? Anyway, I didn't argue with him on it. I was just like, okay, I don't agree, but whatever. That's your life. And he immediately started like retracting. He's like, well, maybe it's your birthday. Well, maybe if but don't you think that, like, listen, dude, I think that these men are a little traumatized because y'all, I hate to blame you guys, but I think if women started sprinkling men and not knowing and like fucking the game up because y'all don't know the game. And now these men are on like uber high alert, which isn't anything. People say shit all the time they don't mean, but it just turned me off so much. I was like, sir, it was never giving desperate. It was giving effort. It was giving effort. He said, well, you got to bring something to the table. Sir, I'm 20 years younger than you. What would you like me to bring to the table? Your AARP membership?
Then we move on to the emotional roller coaster known as Handbag Girl. This one's rich. A guy flies across states to go on a date with her. Private jet, thousands of dollars spent, and somehow he's the desperate one because he won't buy her a $4,000 designer handbag before marriage. Girl, be serious. You're literally dining with a man who spent more in fuel than some people make in a month, and you're pressed because your arm is missing a Gucci logo? She tries to shame him. If you can fly out, you can buy me a bag. Number, if he can fly out, he can afford to leave without you too. Let's not get it twisted. And then the best line of all, I'm 20 years younger than you. What do you want me to bring to the table? Your AARP membership. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a comedian. This is the modern dating market. No effort, no depth, just vibes and vuitton.
Coffee dates. I'm very new to this whole coffee date thing. Somebody for the first time letting me on a coffee date. But let me tell you about it, because I don't even know how I feel about it. I mean, I do, but yeah. So this guy invited me out. We were talking. Conversation was flowing great. He says, I want to meet you in person. I'm like, oh, yeah, me too. He says, let's go on a coffee date. I'm like, I don't drink coffee. And I really don't. I have stomach issues, so I can't drink coffee. So I said to him, I don't drink coffee. He's like, oh, they have other options there as well. And I'm like, okay, I guess. I mean, to me, it defeats the purpose of going to a coffee shop, but whatever. I just said, I guess. He says, oh, you're not into coffee dates? And I'm like, honestly, no. I've never been, and nobody has ever invited me on a coffee date before. And he says, well, I still want to go. So I ended up not saying no and had other plans. Fine. So he reaches out to me again another day, and he still mentions the coffee date. And I'm like, I didn't respond at that point. So today he says to me, I want to meet you in person. Let me take you out. Let's go out Friday night. He asked, are you available Friday night? I look at my calendar, and I am. And I said, I guess so. And he says, what time can you? And can, you want to meet there, or can I pick you up? I was like, we can meet there. And he says, okay, so we're meeting here. And when I look up at the place, I've been there before. It's a very tiny place. Probably has like 4 tables. Um, they have coffee there. It's like a small bakery, and this is the place where I go when I want Colombian empanadas that I've been to pick up Colombian empanadas. To pick up. Like I usually people go pick up stuff and leave. He says too, oh, if the weather is good, we can go for a walk. Mind you, it's Friday night in a park on a Friday night. At this point, I didn't respond because honestly, and I'm gonna be completely transparent. I'm a very chill woman, very easygoing. I'm usually down for anything. I take myself on free dates. I go on solo dates all the time. I just feel like in general, it's so low effort, especially if you knew that I wasn't into a coffee date. So why would you keep pushing it? It's so low effort. I put myself more effort into my dates than this guy is. And he wants to meet me in person and get to know me better. I guess he's not going to.
Then we move on to the emotional roller coaster known as handbag girl. This one's rich. A guy flies across states to go on a date with her. Private jet, thousands of dollars spent. And somehow, he's the desperate one because he won't buy her a $4,000 designer handbag before marriage. Girl, be serious. You're literally dining with a man who spent more in fuel than some people make in a month, and you're pressed because your arm is missing a Gucci logo? She tries to shame him. If you can fly out, you can buy me a bag. Number. If he can fly out, he can afford to leave without you too. Let's not get it twisted. And then the best line of all, I'm 20 years younger than you. What do you want me to bring to the table? Your AARP membership? Ladies and gentlemen, we got a comedian. This is the modern dating market. No effort, no depth, just vibes and vuitton. Last but not least, we have Coffee Date Queen. This one's offended, like genuinely insulted, that a man invited her for coffee, not dinner, not a yacht party. Coffee. She doesn't drink coffee, okay, fine. But the guy offered alternatives, tried to adjust, followed up, and she still ghosted him. Why? Because it was low effort. Sweetheart, he invited you to a cafe, not a gas station. Low effort, sis. He's trying to meet you, not marry you at Starbucks. Also, and let me make this very clear, no one owes you a 5-star experience just to get to know your personality. That's not how humans work. But no, modern women want yacht dates, private jets, Michelin stars, luxury gifts, before showing if they even like you. And if you ask them what they bring, I'm pretty, and I manifest things, we are doomed. So here's the pattern. Men make effort, it's desperate. Men don't spend money, it's broke behavior. Men invite for coffee, it's low effort. Men have standards, it's misogyny. Men can't win, and they know it. That's why so many of them are out, just done. And what happens when you tell these women that? And friend, he's just intimidated. He can't handle a strong woman. No, he's not intimidated. He's just uninterested in being emotionally blackmailed by someone who thinks relationships are luxury subscriptions with no cancellation policy. This isn't dating. This is financial extortion with lip gloss. Let's flip this. Imagine if a man said, I'll only take a girl on a date if she gives me sex first. Otherwise, it's giving desperate. Canceled, blocked, doxed, public execution at dawn. But when women say, I won't even talk to a guy unless he cash apps me, that's empowerment. If a man ghosted a woman for not liking steak dinners, he's an a-hole. But a woman ghosts a guy over coffee and that's self-care? Bro, how do you even keep up? The truth is simple. Men aren't dating anymore because it's not worth the effort. Why risk your time, energy, and wallet when the person across from you has a mental checklist of financial benchmarks, thinks being nice is simping, and considers basic kindness as doing too much? The cost of dating today is higher than rent, and the return is trauma. No thanks. These stories aren't exceptions anymore. They're the norm. The hookup princess who wants royalty treatment but no responsibilities. The I'm not impressed sugar baby who values handbags more than human connection. The ghosting empress who thinks lattes are beneath her. This is not dating. This is performance art with delusion. And when they hit 35, still single and ask, where have all the good men gone? He left. He ghosted. He's in the gym, building a business, petting his dog. Anywhere but here. But hey, maybe next time a guy invites her for coffee, she'll say yes. If it's in Paris. First class. And he brings a Birkin, of course. Because remember, ladies, it's not giving desperate, it's giving delusional. Welcome to Traditional Woman, where we don't do soft lies, just hard truths. Cheers.